main event, Budweiser, the king of beers, presents USA's Tuesday night fights for the NABF Welterweight Championship. Terrence Alli versus Derrell Coley.
I think a win over Terrence Alli will put me in a position to fight a guy that's on a high level. That's something that I need right now. Like a Phyllis Trinidad or Pernell Whitaker, maybe the guys will give me a shot at him. You know, I'm here to prove to the world that I'm ready for those guys.
The name Derrell Coley, D.C., works very well in the nation's capital. So does his style as a showman. He calls himself too sweet, and he is yet to lose in 24 fights. He's certain Terrence Alli plays into his hands.
He's a game fighter. I believe there's a such thing of having too much heart. And Terrence Alli has too much heart, and he's a desperate fighter right now. And I think he's gonna make a lot of mistakes because of the fact that he's desperate. And I'm gonna take advantage of all the mistakes that he makes.
Terrence Alli might agree that he is a desperate fighter, but a smart desperate fighter. Fighting nearly 15 years, he's knocked off many unbeatens. He's had 3 tries at world titles, and even at 34 has not abandoned hope.
I know I'm not supposed to win. How could Terrence Alli come in and beat an unbeaten fighter in Washington, D.C., where he lives? Terrence Alli isn't supposed to win. Like when I traveled to Las Vegas to fight Bose Edwards, I wasn't supposed to win. When I traveled to Rochester to fight Charles the Natural Murray, after I finished with him, he was not so natural again. When I finished with this guy tonight, he wouldn't be too sweet again.
Terrence Alli has been around so long, he's heard it all. Derrell Coley was 9 years old when Ali turned pro back in '79. He feels Coley is a thing or two to learn.
Experience, just walk all over, disrespect any punch, anything he has to do, disrespect anything, and just walk into him and take him to school. But Terrence Alli's an old man, and I come to teach the younger guys.
I'm there, I'm gonna be there, I'm not going anywhere. When I land the first couple of shots on Terrence Alli, I'm gonna gain all the respect in the world from Terrence Alli. Because I'm a harder puncher than Terrence Alli, and I'm gonna destroy him. I'm just gonna destroy him.
The talk is cheap. Lots of fighters say that what they'll do and what they wouldn't do. But wait for the next couple hours and you'll see what what's his name? Derrell Coley. Too sweet? Okay. Terrence Alli got something. I'm walking around with him in my back pocket.
We haven't had that tough talk flying like this in a long while.
Yeah, as he's done in the past, Terrence Alli is trying to use that tough talk to get Derrell Coley out of his fight plan, out of his fight game. These two come into this match at 2 different ends of the spectrum. Terrence Alli knows this could be his last chance at the big time of boxing in another world championship fight. And he is more of a slugger. He loves to get on the inside and brawl. His opponent, Derrell Coley, loves to box, to move on the outside. He's also trying to use this fight as a springboard up to that championship match.
All right, let's check out these 2 fighters on the tail of the tape. Coley, who has KO'd his last 4 opponents, wants to do the same thing to Ali. The oddity here is that Coley is the natural welterweight, and Ali is coming up from the junior welterweight class, and Ali outweighs Coley for this bout, but the height and reach advantage go to the young undefeated Derrell Coley. This is an NABF championship fight, and here are the rules. No standing 8 count, 3 knockdown rule is in effect. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and it's scheduled for 12, and the scoring of the 10-point must scoring system. The strengths and weaknesses of these 2 combatants, let's check that out with the champ on the blackboard.
On tonight's boxing blackboard, brought to you by Old Spice, undefeated Derrell Coley. His strengths are good boxing speed, and he's still learning. He is improving his power. His weaknesses, he has a brave chin. He's not afraid to get hit, and because of that, Derrell Coley gets hit too much. Terrence Alli will put that to a test. His strengths, having fought the best, he's extremely confident. And he has a great heart, no quit, and those big fights have given him much experience. But that also could be one of his weaknesses. How much has the experience taken from Terrence Alli? And he lacks the one-punch power.
We We are back at the D.C. Convention Center here in our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. as Hardcore Promotions and Budweiser, the king of beers, proudly present this evening's main event. It's the vacant NABF Welterweight Championship and is approved by the D.C. Boxing and Wrestling Commission, the Honorable Mabel Boatwright and the Honorable Paul Ortiz Commissioners, and is sanctioned by the NABF, the Honorable John Burns of Connecticut, the supervisor in charge at ringside. The judges, Harold Letterman of New York, Fred Busey of New York, and Lloyd Scaife of Washington, D.C. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of this scheduled 12-round title bout, Sylvester Stevens of Washington, D.C. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First in the red corner, wearing the red, silver, and blue sequin trunks. He tipped in at 145½ pounds. This young man is undefeated in 24 pro bouts, including 1 draw, with 16 big knockouts. From Capitol Heights, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, here is Derrell Too Sweet Coley. Coley. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the multicolored trim trunks. He weighed in at an even 147 pounds. Now this veteran pugilist has 52 wins, 9 losses, 2 draws, with 21 big knockouts. He is the former USBA lightweight and junior welterweight champion, and former 2-time NABF junior welterweight champion, a native of Guyana, and now making his home in Miramar, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Terrence Alli. Ali.
NABF World Title fight. You got your instructions earlier. I'll remind you, watch your heads, watch hitting below the belt line. I want you all to protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you.
Yes, sir. Well, Dan Murphy is not the only character in the ring here tonight. Terrence Alli ready to embark on his 64th professional fight, but it's his first one since December. After losing to Julio Cesar Chavez, he then stepped in against Brandon Crowley, was down in the first round, went 10 before he lost to a youngster in Crowley, and now goes up against another youngster in Coley. And it is Terrence Alli who charges forward, trying to take Too Sweet Derrell Coley out of it quickly, and really trying to bother him.
Yeah, just what he said he was going to do. Terrence said, I'm going to get on him in the very first round. I'm going to get in his face. And that is a fighter getting in his face. Terrence Alli, a hard luck fighter, 52, 9-2 with 21 knockouts. He says his record actually should be about 61-2. Claims that he was really beaten by only 2 fighters.
And you, of course, believe that.
Well, Julio Cesar Chavez, he says yes.
And Harry Arroyo.
Harry Arroyo, his first loss. But you know, I do lend it some credence, because this is a fighter who's fought everyone in their backyards, in their hometown. He is a road warrior in Terrence Alli.
Well, he's coming off the alone back-to-back set of losses in his career, but prior to that, he had won 8 in a row. Ali says, I live boxing, I think boxing, I train boxing, but a world title has eluded him in nearly 15 years as a professional. His first shot was back in '85, the IBF lightweight crown against Arroyo. He had Arroyo down in the second, but Harry came back and won in 11. And there is a nice cranking shot by Derrell Coley, who has really kept his cool and his calm to some early tactics of Terrence Alli.
Maybe his name should be Derrell Coley. Very calm, patient in this opening round. You know, I was real concerned about this fight, because what Ali has had so much success doing is getting those young fighters out of their game plan. They get angry, they get mad, and they can't fight. They stand in there, take some unnecessary shots. Derrell Coley has been cool. He's been calm. Got his thoughts collected. A couple of good right hands. Ali's stunned, frozen in his tracks.
Ali, the one-time USBA lightweight champion and USBA junior welterweight champion, also NABF junior welterweight champ. Victory over John Meekins, and then also over Charles Murray, who at that time was 20-0. And tonight against 20-0 Derrell Coley, whose only blemish is a 10-round draw against former world champ Lonnie Smith, and that came a year ago.
That Smith fight, he says, in Smith's hometown. Said that he won 7 out of 10. Boom, fighting back.
And we will pause for word from your local cable systems.
Free.
Second round action, and 3 minutes of action behind us. And now Derrell Coley feeling a little more confident. He had a good first round, but still fought out of a defensive posture from the pressuring Terrence Alli, and Ali also trying to unnerve the younger fighter, but was unable to do so.
Very good first round for Derrell, but what they tried to do between rounds was great. They tried to relax him, to slow him down a little bit. Yes, you want to win every round, but you don't want to burn yourself out, especially in these first 3 rounds with these veteran, experienced fighters. Terrence Alli realizes that his best chances of slowing down Coley are late in the fight.
Coley says, whatever he gives me, I will take, and that certainly was true in the first round. For Ali, 63 fights behind him, many wars involved, and you take a look at all the hard fights throughout his long career, and you look at him now, what tells you that the toll has been taken?
Oh, you can see him getting hit with shots that he would not have gotten hit with before. 10 years ago, he got hit with that left hook. Again.
He's shaking, but he's standing right in there. Punch fest here in the second round. And Ali is certainly taking more than he is dishing out, but he is standing right in front of Derrell Coley.
And the first thing that aging fighters lose is their speed. That's what's beating Terrence Alli right now. It's the speed of Derrell Coley and the speed of that left hook. Very pretty shot. Coley says his best punch is the right hand, but he should rethink that. In fact, I think Ali thinks now that the best punch from Coley is the left hook.
Coley also has gotten himself into wars. He has been down on several occasions before, but he has come back off the canvas to knock down and beat his opponent. And he is standing right in there with Terrence Alli.
Yeah, beating him much in his own game, but still using his movement. Watch him punch inside, then he'll maneuver to a better strategic position and then fire again. See him walk over, and the movement is nice, too. It's nice and patient. You walk around your opponent. Don't bounce around him.
Coley has knocked out his last 4 opponents. He says it's not that he's getting any stronger, but he's getting better leverage on his shots. He's turning his shots over, getting the proper placement. Says it's actually coming with experience in the ring, not necessarily going out and adding strength.
Yeah, he does not waste as many punches as he did before now, for those 4 knockouts. He says that now he is more of a slow starter, but he didn't do that in this fight. Fast start.
Want a taste you can't turn back, trying to...
Derrell Coley scoring at will. Good punches on the inside. Watch the left hook again and again and again. Very nice punches from him. You know, when fighters cannot move their heads, they don't have that reaction, they get hit with unnecessary shots, and that's what's happening to Terrence Alli in this fight.
Watch out for the wild left hooks.
Pretty punches from him. Watch out for the
You the
left
man,
hooks.
baby. You the man. You the man.
Good positive reinforcement. Leonard Langley, Al Scott.
Well, you heard Derrell Coley talk about his opponent, Terrence Alli. He says he's a game fighter. Problem is he has too much heart.
Yeah.
And you know that Terrence Alli has the courage, which he has demonstrated time and again, but might not have the tools to protect himself.
At 34 years old, not to mean that 34 years old is not young, because now that I'm around there, I think it is very young. However, for boxing, he's been through 63 professional fights, and these were not easy fights for Terrence Alli. They were all wars. They were all battles. There is no quit in Terrence Alli. For good fighters, yes, it is important, but it does take its toll. However, it is still early in this fight, and Terrence Alli is not a fast starter. Ali has had only 5 KOs in the first 3 rounds. 21 knockouts total.
And Terrence Alli continues to talk and taunt Coley.
Yeah, and with young fighters, you want to get them to punch themselves out. You want them to punch. You've got to make them work early so that you can score late.
Many punches by Terrence Alli, although and many punches taken back by Ali, and he continues to advance.
Advance and putting the pressure on, making Coley work. Something that Terrence has been effective at in the past.
The veteran Ali trying to keep the career going. The youngster Coley undefeated, trying to move on. He's ranked number 15 by the WBC, trying to proceed into the top 10. And here you see 2 fighters coming from different directions, and they see this fight as their springboard to contention.
A catapult. They're both rated number 15 in different organizations. Terrence Alli was up to number 1 before the Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Then he dropped down to number 15.
Ali is actually ranked 15 as a junior welterweight.
Yeah, now talking and taunting the corner of Coley.
Coley undefeated, 23-0-1. Ali 52-9-2. He has been stopped on 3 occasions. Once by Chavez, once by Arroyo, those in world championship fights, and then early in his career to Ismael Santana.
Back and forth.
Pounding away at the end of the 3rd. Vicious fight.
More punches in that 3rd round from Terrence Alli, but when he fired, also fired Derrell Coley up. And Coley come back with shots of his own. It was more of a battle back and forth for the control in that 3rd round, and they both thought they got it.
Look for your right hand underneath.
Terrence Alli, that is experience. Got to shake up your opponent. Putting pressure on. Notice the slow build from Terrence.
Terrence Alli has got 10 rounds or more on 27 occasions. Derrell Coley has done it twice. And Terrence Alli, if he can withstand the barrage of shots he is taking, is trying to break the will of Derrell Coley, taking everything that Coley has to offer, and he keeps on coming forward. And to take this later and later.
Absolutely. Well, Derrell Coley had 100 amateur fights. With a lot of people that have many amateur fights, they sometimes start extremely fast in pro boxing. Oh, good left hook. Very pretty shots from Coley.
This is the 4th round. This is the 504th round of the career of Ali.
Good combination from Derrell Coley. Coley still moving well. Watch him throw his shots and then circle around his opponent.
Terrence Alli owns victories over some very talented fighters. Melvin Paul, Miguel Santana, Rodney Moore, Darrell Tyson, Primo Ramos, Jerry Page, Santos Cardona, Choo-Choo Dixon, John Meekins, Charles Murray. But now at 34, trying to show that he is entitled to one more chance at that elusive world title.
Yes, says all he wants is the championship of the world. He's got all the other title belts. He has the USBA title belt, an NABF title belt, but he does not have a world championship belt.
Well, he's stopped by Harry Arroyo. He was stopped by Julio Cesar Chavez 7 years later in 2 world title fights. The other one against Jose Ramirez back in '87, razor-thin decision. Ramirez winning at 115, 113, 115, 113, 114, 113. The best chance Ali has had for a world title.
Crime is rampant in America.
Moving on to round number 5. It's scheduled for 12. This is the NABF Welterweight Championship. In the red trunks is the 24-year-old undefeated Derrell Coley. And in the red and the black, 34-year-old Terrence Alli. 52-9-2 with 21 KOs. Coley has 16 knockouts on his ledger. And in the corner of Coley, in between rounds, you just kind of pick up the scent that Derrell Coley may be tiring here going into the 5th. It has been a meat grinder fight, and Terrence Alli forcing a furious pace.
Oh yeah, making him work. And I believe I heard him in the corner, Derrell, say, "I'm tired." They asked him how he felt, but you sure see a noticeable difference in that corner. The first 3 rounds, that corner was fired up. Man, they were excited. In the last round, between that 4th and 5th, they were quiet.
The corner instructing Coley to lay off of Terrence Alli. Because you have the quicker, younger hands. Fight from the outside.
Good combination again, still firing punches. Derrell Coley has a very pretty left hook. He brings the elbow right behind the glove. Couple of good clubbing right hands. Ali just trying to make him work. Stay on the inside, let him punch. If you're Ali, you let him do the work. In fact, Terrence told me today, I'm going to let him kill himself. I'm going to make him work so hard that he punches himself out.
And you know what? So far, he's living up to that fight plan.
I don't know if I'd ever want to do that. Terrence has taken a lot of shots.
Well, you certainly pay the price, but that is the strategy of Terrence Alli.
Oh, yeah, now boxing, and he's quit punching, Derrell Coley has. Coley hanging on.
As Dan Murphy must have thought earlier, Terrence Alli, who was being bitten to the punch probably 5 to every 1, is thinking to himself, does it get any better than this? 15 seconds left in the 5th. Long way to go. It's scheduled for 12.
Turning point of the fight. This 5th round. What does Derrell Coley have left? Terrence Alli has been waiting 5 for this.
USA, tomorrow and Thursday night.
USA's Tuesday night fight, 6th round of the NABF Welterweight Championship. Al Albert along with the champ, Sean O'Grady. And Terrence Alli, the veteran who insists he still has something left in the tank and may be turning this fight against the young, up-and-coming, undefeated Derrell Coley from the Washington, D.C. area, who has his people behind him. In the backyard comes Terrence Alli, and he continues to pressure Coley and signs that Coley may be tiring. Let's find out. We'll go into the corner of Coley. Leonard Langley is there with the champ. Sean?
Leonard Langley, a noticeable difference in that 5th round. What's happening?
Well, Derrell kind of relaxed a little bit, see what he could work on the next round. He was see which way was he threw a jab, which way Terrence would move. He threw a body shot, he see which way Terrence would move. He tried to set up Terrence with a clear shot because you know Terrence is coming up a whole lot.
Between that 4th and 5th round, did he say in the corner, "I'm tired"?
No, not at all. Okay. Derrell is the kind of guy that he gonna go to that next level in a few minutes. It's in a few minutes.
He'll never say he's tired. Has he gotten his 2nd win?
Not yet. Not yet.
What's it going to take to get it?
Next round.
Next round?
Right.
This is a different Derrell Coley than we've seen earlier in the fight. Why is he moving now?
Well, this is how you get your 2nd win. You know yourself. He's trying to move to get his win back. Then when he's ready to go punch, he's going to settle down again and take his boy out of here.
All right, so the next couple of rounds, what can we see?
You can see a little more right hand, a little more body shots because you can see Terrence a little fuzzy in the middle. And he's up to 47, so I know he's not that good a shape.
Yeah, he's been peppering him with the left hooks all along.
Right.
Will we see a change in that, or we see more?
We're going to see a double up hook, and next round we'll tell him to go to the body with it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Leonard. Keep him working. Way to go, bud. Okay.
Leonard Langley in the corner of Derrell Coley, and does not seem to be too concerned that his fighter might be winded. Great start in this fight for Coley, withstanding the pressure supplied by Terrence Alli. But the question, how does Ali continue to pressure Coley, withstanding a pounding that he has taken in the early rounds?
This is experience talking, no. He is putting the pressure on. He is making Derrell Coley work, but Terrence Alli is trying to roll with these shots and smother the punches.
10 seconds to go in the 6th, and we will pause for a word from your local cable systems. 6 down, 6 over the horizon.
Why watch life on TV?
Closing seconds of the 6th round, and Terrence Alli playing to the crowd and trying to unnerve Coley, taking these big shots and a little wiggle and a walk back into the corner.
A wiggle and a walk, and I think a giggle, and he probably talked over there too. That's experience speaking, but when you're sitting around and take shots like that, you have to wonder how long you can do it. Terrence Alli putting pressure on.
Are you talking
trying to make Coley work?
Talking for how long could you take it, for a fight or for a career?
Yeah, both. He has taken this for a career. This is the way he fights. This is vintage Terrence Alli. 34 years old, born June of 1960. Just celebrated his 34th birthday. Turned pro in December of '79. So he's been fighting as a professional nearly 15 years. Derrell Coley was 9 years old when Terrence Alli turned pro. Good left hook.
Oh, and a good right, smashing right by Coley, and an arm charging Terrence Alli. And that looks to be perhaps a slip off balance. Coley has broken him up.
More pressure and more movement from Derrell Coley. He knows Ali's coming after him, and he knows that Ali is stronger the later in the fight.
Stalking Terrence Alli. They just wound him up, and he continues to come forward.
And this one is scheduled for 12.
Ali has been 12 6 times. It's never Neverland to Coley. Crowd standing here.
Oh, big left
Coley upstairs, combination. Continues to wallop away, and Ali continues to stand in front of Derrell Coley. And continues to move forward. The crowd here in the nation's capital chanting DC, DC. Derrell Coley